Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Kairos and welcome back once again to Let's Play Silent Hunter 4. We are just skedaddling away from the scene of the crime where we sank that lovely big modern Hansa freighter or whatever it was. And yes, we're going to stay down here for a little while, I think. Propellers are churning, the men are celebrating, and we're just going to continue our patrol at periscope depth or slightly below. We're actually at 80 feet right now. Which it actually looks a lot more shallow than that, but it's those waves, you know, I'm just having to go lower to avoid that surf. So yeah, basically we're just going to continue along our merry way and keep our ear open for any more Japanese merchant ships that might be blundering into our path. So I'm just up here now setting a course, and I'm not going to worry about making this too neat because knowing our luck, I'll have to just cancel it again. I'm something of a perfectionist when it comes to my course. I like nice straight lines on this map. So yeah, there's the freighter from last time. If we go down here, here we go, mission objectives, and somewhere here we have radio messages. Here we go. Yep, 7,600 tons. So that was last episode. It was a modern Hansa freighter, and that was really good. What's the time right now? It is, there's a clock there somewhere. Here we go. So yeah, it's 11 o'clock now. We'll stay down here, I think, for the rest of the day. We've got enough air. I'll surface again when it gets dark, and then we'll go head standard and just continue along this pattern I've drawn up here and see what we can see, I suppose. Alright, well, we have a sound contact bearing 355, and of course that means I'm going to be cancelling this patrol pattern here. I was just doing that, as usual, and we'll be going up to head flank, making the most of this darkness, and we'll see what this is. The sonar man is not telling me whether that is a warship or a merchant. I don't think. Warship. Stationary. Oh. That's interesting. Well, that might explain why I missed that. Warship stationary. That might explain why it seems to have disappeared on the hydrophone. I was having a listen. It doesn't seem to be registering anymore. Alright, well, we're going to be careful, but we are going to go and investigate because I'm quite curious. Oh my god, that's loud. I do apologize. Anyway, yeah, it's still pretty rough up there, so yeah, definitely worth investigating. Definitely worth investigating. Let's go and have a look, shall we, people? We've got the darkness on our side, so and we've got plenty of depth under the keel, so we should be fine. Alright, we can't be more than a couple kilometers out. I'm trying to skirt around her. We still can't see her. That's very odd. Slow down. Head standard. Let's have a listen in this hydrophone. Okay, I don't know what's going on there. How can you hear that? We've got... Okay, this is very confusing. I wonder if this is another bug. This game is riddled with bugs, but maybe not. Well, the sound man, he's adamant that he can hear something. This is very strange. All critter battle stations.
General quarters, all hands man your battle stations, all hands man your battle stations.
Turn, give us a rudder to starboard.
Yes, sir. Returning to course, sir.
You know what I think it might be? I think it might be a submarine. There it is. Stationary, unknown. Bearing 40 degrees. God, it's noisy up here. That wind. Goodness. Well, I can't see jack shit. Well, whatever it is, I'm gonna go and investigate. We might go to periscope depth for this because I don't trust this. I've got a bad feeling about this. Let's have a look. I'm going to close in and if we zoom in, we might be able to get a... Okay, so we're on the right angle. That is a submarine. That is an enemy submarine. What is she doing? That looks like a submarine, doesn't it? You can see the planes on the map. This is why I hate those map contacts. All right, this is exciting. But what is she doing stationary out here? Maybe she's listening for passing ships on the surface, or refueling perhaps. I don't know. But one way or another, we're going to periscope depth and we're going to go and see if we can get a shot at her. We need to be careful because they can fire torpedoes at you in this mod. So if they know we're here, and they might be playing it smart. How on earth does the... I see, now the sonar man can't pick it up. That's interesting. Oh no, there it is, Sam. That's really bugging me. I mean, how could you hear that? How could you possibly hear that in the hydrophone? I'm convinced that that's a bug in the game. But one way or another, we're going to go and investigate. We should not know that that's there. It's making no noise whatsoever. But I'm going to have a look. Let's continue at ahead standard for now and see if we can get into position for an attack. Alright, well, we can't be more than 1,000 meters out now. So, I'm going to have a look at this scope. I had a look earlier, just a peek while we were chugging along there, but couldn't see a thing. We may have to pop up slightly. Let's do that now. Let's pop up to 50. At risk of showing our conning tower. Doesn't concern me too much. I have a very strong suspicion that this is a submarine that should be moving, that the game is bugged out, which would be very sad. I can see it. I can see something. Lock. Yeah, we can definitely see whatever it is. That is a submarine. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I can see the silhouette. Slow down. That is definitely a submarine.
Yes, sir. Ahead 1/3.
I don't know what kind, but it doesn't really matter. We're going to be shooting at it anyway. What on earth is she doing here? Why is she just sitting there like that? I can see the wake. Maybe she's repairing or something like that. I don't know. Is this a bug or is this something in the game? It's got me on my toes one way or another. Periscope depth drop down. I don't want to get spotted.
Periscope depth.
Keep the torpedoes at about 5 feet. We'll have it set for contact. Do I want to get a little bit closer? I don't know. We can't see anything anyway. But it looks Japanese. By the look of the conning tower there, it doesn't look like one of ours. So I'm going to fire at it. Alright, speed. Set speed for 0. Leave that there. Angle on bow, 90. Range. Yeah, it's Japanese, alright. Of course, it doesn't help much that I don't actually know what it is. Let's go to Japan. We should have submarines in here somewhere. Let's just lower that scope for a little while. I don't know what's going on here. This is the strangest thing. Aha! I think that's it. Let's keep going, just to see if there's anything that looks similar. Could be any of these, really, if I'm being honest. I think it was a, you see, it could be one of those, a Type AA. Yeah, well, that might make sense. If it's a Type AA, it might be waiting for its seaplane. If it's sent out a seaplane, that might be what's going on there. Does anyone... Did you see that conning tower? Let's just leave that there for a moment. Now, surely they have radio, though. Lock. Take the range again. See, you actually get a little bit of light there. It's kind of cheating in a way. You actually get better visibility if you click that to take the range, which I will do now. I don't think it's the seaplane one. There's no sign of a... I know what it is. I think it's this. If we go back to the... It's not that. That's wrong kind of conning tower. I think it's one of these. I think it's one of these. It's a Jusen type B submarine. 2,000 tons. Scout planes. With scout planes. Like, well, okay, I think it might be waiting for its scout plane. That's what we're going to say. That it is a submarine that is just sitting there on the surface. Maybe its engines are idling, whatever. I don't know how we picked it up, but well done, sound man. And that is going to be definitely worth shooting at. Let's see, where are we? Yeah, we're just point blank now. 900 meters. Let's continue actually moving at 1 knot so we can maintain depth.
Yes, sir. Returning to course, sir.
Let's have a look at this.
Returning to course, sir.
That's going to be a hit, assuming. All right. Let's get that scope up again. She's got a deck gun back there. She'll have torpedoes. She's utterly stationary. We've got a good angle on the bow. I don't know what's going on here. Let's see if this works. We need a little bit. I think we will pop up just a little bit.
Yes, sir. New deck. 5.
Because we do need a visual for this.
Yes, sir.
She's directly ahead of us.
3.
This is rather tense. I just don't understand why she stopped. What submarine commander would leave their submarine stationary in this darkness, in this weather? She's got to be waiting for something. Where are you? I know you're directly ahead somewhere. It's just these damn waves. I can't see in the darkness.
Yes, sir.
Pop up a little bit more.
New deck. 5. 1. Yes, sir.
The weather is
5.
god awful. We'll see her. Has she dived? No. There we go. Yeah, I can see the flag. It's definitely Japanese. There's a flag painted on the bow, I'm pretty sure. I'm sure I can see the red. Alright. Lock. Let's get rid of that. We know what it is now. Just going to take the range one more time, and then we'll turn on the target data computer. I don't know, is she stranded? Maybe she's got into trouble. One way or another, she's going down. She's still stationary. Turn on the computer. Let's have a look. Alright, it's now or never. Let's just stop engines for a moment. I don't care too much about losing depth. Make sure this is set to contact. Open tube 1. Ready tube. Fire 1.
Firing tube 1.
This won't take long. Let's stay in the... How many seconds to impact? It doesn't say. Damn it.
Torpedo
I don't know.
1.
Won't be long though. We've got a good angle. I'm going to set this one a little bit deeper in case we need to fire this. And we'll set this one to contact as well. High speed. I should have set that to high speed. If she sees that, she might try and dive. I don't think she'll be able to get out of the way of it in time though. You can see there's the torpedo right there. Do you see engines starting up? Nope. I don't see any movement. I think it's bugged out, if I'm being honest. I think the computer's bugged out. Let's find out. We should be getting an impact any moment. What's the chance that the Whoa! That did the job. Wow. Well, we got a submarine. I don't think that's going to last long. Do we fire another one? I think I will, just to be safe. See if it's moving first. No movement. I think this is bugged out. It might not even go down. We might be just wasting our torpedoes here. Can we see any movement? Nope, no movement. Is it sinking? I can't tell. One way or another, I'm going to fire another torpedo. Fire, 2. This one's set for fast, so it shouldn't take too long. Oh, no, it's already gone down. Oh, well, I wasted my torpedo, but that's okay. I should have looked more carefully. Let's go out and have a look, shall we? See what we're dealing with. There it is. It's definitely Japanese. It's even got a number on the bow. There you go. It's the something 10. I don't know. I can't read remote the whatever it's called, the script, Japanese script. But it looks like it is going to go down. Yeah, it's starting to sink, and there's the torpedo. Boom. Whoa. Sorry about that, people. You just got water in your faces. But no, that's gone. It's going down. That's one less Japanese submarine. Honestly, I'm a little confused by that. What it was doing staying so still and so quiet out in the middle of nowhere, I have no idea. The fact that this that she wasn't moving, and also that my sonar man was able to pick it up when it was utterly stationary, these all sound to me like bugs in the game. So I'm definitely going to be writing some concerned letters to to the manufacturers of this otherwise delightful modification, because I have a feeling that that's bugging out. Anyway, I hope that was at least entertaining for you guys. I'm going to continue patrolling around here for a little while, at least until we've grayed out this star, and then I'll decide whether or not we're going to continue and where to go next, I suppose. Oh, I forgot to mention, we're reloading our torpedoes, of course, and we've got here the kill was apparently a Kaidai Type 4 submarine. So let's have a look in here and just see if we can find a Kaidai type. I can't see anything like that in here. Kaidai. Auxiliary. I don't know. Maybe that's. I hope it was Japanese. That's all I can say. Kaidai. There you are. Kaidai Type 4 submarine. That's what we got. So it's just a little bugger. What it was doing out there, I have no idea. I don't know. It's bugging me. It really is bugging me now. But we got it, and we have our duty to do. We have a patrol to finish, so we'll continue doing that, I suppose. Yeah. I'll let you know what the modders have to say if they get back to me on that. Alright, here we are on the night of February 24th, 1942. We've just completed our patrol of the area, I'm happy to say. We have a little bit of news to report. MacArthur said, "I'll be back." Anyway, he's ordered the American forces out of the Philippines and vows to return. So it's the famous MacArthur promise there of returning to take the Philippines. And then we have confirmed Japanese submarine attack on the US coast, which is interesting. I didn't know they actually did that, but apparently they did. No damage, really. Attack fails to do damage. And the Triton is at it again. She sunk the Shokyu Maru for 4,400 tons. So, good. So what we need to do now is press the button of, I'm going to send you up in a direction you don't want to go, Dread. You are to conduct anti-shipping operations off the coast of China between Hong Kong and Hainan. Oh, for God's sake. For not less than 5 days. You're going to send us up there? We're not even based at Pearl Harbor, mate. Honestly. What the hell? Up there? And this is what happens. They tend to... I've noticed that these orders, you click this button and they tend to just send you further and further away from your base, crawling up the Japanese coast until you're too far away to go home. So we've got to be careful with our fuel, which has been admittedly doing really well. I mean, we've been patrolling around for 5 days at a head standard, and we've only used up about 3% fuel in 5 days. So we have a jolly fuel-efficient submarine, I'll have to say. But even so, after that, if we patrol that, I'll probably head back down here before I get around to telling them where we are, that we've finished up, just so they don't send me all the way up to Tokyo or something like that. But we will do as we're told. It's actually not that far. 400, 300 kilometers to the north, or miles to the north. So we should be okay. I'll just try and conserve my fuel. We'll change the course here, head up that way, and I'll let you know when we get up there. Alright, we've got some news here to report. I'm about halfway to our destination now. We're still doing well for fuel. But yeah, last night we got a few messages. We got a contact report down here, but I'm not going to chase that. That's way too far away to try and intercept that. And it's in the opposite direction to where we're supposed to be going. What else do we have? And effective immediately, Asiatic fleet boats shift base of operations to Perth Fremantle in Western Australia, which is a long way down there, a long way down. So this is why I'm conserving fuel, because we need to have enough fuel to get all the way down to Perth, which is going to take a long time, I can tell you. It's 25th of February now. So we will do our best to conserve fuel. All right, well, we have a bit more news here. The Battle of the Java Sea has begun. Oh, this was interesting. The USS S-38 bombarded probable Japanese radio station or position, and very innovative of them, I have to say. It's a good idea. Battle of Java Sea begins and continues for 3 days. Allies under command of the Dutch Admiral, I can't pronounce that, Karel Dorman, lose 5 cruisers and 6 destroyers, while the Japanese lose just 4 transports. So that's not great. Not good at all. S-39 lands on Chibia Island, etc., etc., etc. And another task force report somewhere down here. Oh yes, and the USS Langley has gone down. So we just got inundated with messages. Went down today in the Java Sea. And we've been advised Japanese air forces maintain a strong presence in the area. Well, speaking of that, there's an airfield right there, which is definitely less than 500 miles from our position. So we are most definitely staying below the surface during the day. But I'll continue this patrol, and I'll fill you in on any more interesting information that comes our way. Oh, hello. I literally just stopped the video, the recording, and now it's on again because look at that. Very fast. That is undoubtedly an aircraft. Let's go to periscope depth quickly. I'm surprised they're flying. What's the time? I'm surprised they're flying at this hour. Oh yeah, there's a little bit of light. Okay. It's dawn is on its way. So let's go underneath. Let's go below. I think it's probably time for me to go under as well before we end up washing off the deck. But we'll be fine. That's a long way out. Thank you, radar, for that. So we picked that up a good 10 miles out. That's why you want SD radar, which is still on. I'll turn that off for now. We don't need it under here. Where are you? Here we go. Press that button. SD radar is off. I've got to remember to turn it on when I get back on the surface. So yeah, that's what we've got to be careful of. Aircraft are going to be in the area. Actually, I might go down a little bit lower than periscope depth just to be safe. Let's go down to 70.
Yes, sir.
It just puts a little bit of
New deck. 6, 8.
distance, and I'll try and avoid this.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it puts a little bit of distance between us and her potential bombs, and I'll try and avoid this shallow water as best I can. All right, well, we're done here, but we have a new objective you can see here. You are to proceed to near the Hong Kong Island area, which is right up here, and concentrate on reconnoitering it, and Kowloon, I can't pronounce that, Kowloon, China area for a period of no less than 10 days. So they want us to stay up here for another 10 days. The skipper then has his own discretion to guide his attacks, but is expected to do his due diligence towards anti-shipping operations. All right, well, it sounds like we have a bit of a scouting mission here. We're supposed to keep an eye on this area. Patrol South China Sea. Where are we? I can't see. That's not showing up on the mission objectives. All right. Well, I think we need to patrol here for 10 days. That's what I'm guessing. So they've basically told us to stay here for another 10 days. I don't know what they think we're going to find, but we'll do as we're told. It's March 3rd, and I just got this message. If it's not too difficult, would you sink some shipping? Dude, we've been doing pretty well, thank you very much. How much have we got so far? We've already sunk. We've made history by sinking a submarine, which we probably shouldn't have been able to sink, to be honest. We've also sunk 3 merchant ships on this. Well, 2 merchant ships and an auxiliary cruiser on this patrol. So, you go and stick it, as far as I'm concerned. I'm gonna look up the Morse code for fuck you. Anyway, but all right, we're gonna continue patrolling around here, and we'll see what happens. We've got 10 days here, so something's bound to happen. I just want to stay away from this shallow water, so we'll keep going. Let's see what happens.
Closing. Bearing. 5-3. Long range.
Alright, finally we have something on the sonar. Ah, now it's working. I can hear that. Interesting. I really wonder what's going on with that hydrophone, because, you know, last few contacts we've had, we haven't been able to see it lit up like that, and I haven't been able to hear it, but I can definitely hear that. Yep, that's definitely screws. Okay, well, it's working now. God. Beautiful clear weather. Alright, well, let's go and investigate. I'm a little concerned about... It's merchant, apparently, but I'm a little concerned about that shallow water. There. Let's see, what's the depth under the keel right now? Oh, where do I go for that? Here we go. 200 feet, and it's going to be more shallow over there. Alrighty, then. I'm going to go and investigate that. And, let me see, what direction is she going? Let's turn around, and once we're turned, we'll speed up.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I've got that off a little bit. It's more... He thinks it's more... There. How far out are we talking? It's actually very difficult in real life to estimate range accurately with a hydrophone. You can mostly just tell what direction it's coming from, and maybe a very rough approximation of whether it's, you know, a long way away or very close. But he thinks maybe 10 nautical miles out. So we are going to have a look. I don't know what direction she's traveling yet. Hopefully she's coming towards us, so we'll be able to catch her in this deep water. But this should be good. Let's speed up. Go. Hang on. Are we? Oh, we're turning. That's why we're moving so slowly. The boat slows down when you're doing a tight turn like that. But we'll go ahead flank and take advantage of this nice calm water to cover that distance as quickly as possible. And I will get back to you once we're over there. All right. Well, we have our visual. I was sure that she was heading in more of this direction, but she seems to have turned down towards, down that direction. Sorry. So it seems that she's turned around here. I don't know. Maybe I was just reading that wrong. But I'm worried that she's maneuvering. So we'll slow down to standard now. Oh no, let's go to full. Ahead full, please. My bad. She's going medium speed, and she is maneuvering. So whatever that is, it is zigzagging. But that's okay. We may end up doing a surface deck gun attack here. Although the disadvantage of that, if I'm playing this realistically, is that they would know what we are. There's a chance that they would get off a distress call and they'd be able to say, we're under attack, submarine, you know, off the port bow, whatever. Whereas if we're at periscope depth, they'd have no idea what hit them. So, I don't know, but we've marked that. Let's have a look. What is the nearest visual contact? Report nearest visual contact. Bearing, and I need to pull this up here because it's in the way. Bearing 034. Alright, well, let's have a look. Beautiful calm seas. There it is. I can see the flag there. That looks small, doesn't it? I think we might do I don't know. I think we will go to periscope depth. I've just got a bad feeling about engaging her on the surface this time. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to slow right down.
Yes, sir.
And we're going to take her,
Ahead slowly.
we're going to 315 her. I'll get back to you in a moment while I do that, and then we'll probably go to periscope depth and attack. I'm going to take advantage of the darkness for now. Actually, we'll slow right down, so we don't get spotted. And then, 315 her, and then I'll probably go to periscope depth. 5 seconds. Let's do this. She hasn't maneuvered again, so maybe she was just changing course. Click. That's about right. Okay. Quiet. Shh. It's okay. Okay, now we know what course she's going as well. Let's do this. She doesn't seem to have reacted yet, so I'm not too concerned about being spotted. It is a very dark night, as I'm sure you could all tell earlier. Whoops, sorry. I don't know what I clicked there. Where was I? Here we go. That's better. Come on. Oh, damn it. That's what I'm doing wrong. I'm trying to draw an extra line, not grab this one. That's better. So that should be about right. That's approximately her course. And her speed is, gentlemen, please, 8 knots. I think that's about right. It's just 7.5. Yep, it's 8 knots. 8 knots. Let's have a look in this deck here. We're still just more or less stationary here. We're only going 4 knots. Just letting her come to us. I'm going to guess that that's big enough to be armed, and I'm going to guess that that's big enough to... Yep, that's worth a torpedo or even 2. Time to go to battle stations and think about speeding up and going to periscope depth.
General quarters, all hands man your battle stations. All hands man your battle stations.
Alright, what do we got here? Do we risk a ping? I think we do. Ping? No, there's no warship around, so let's save. Just in case there is a warship listening somewhere on the horizon, we'll not bother. I know we've got enough depth under the keel to go to periscope depth, so let's do that now. Periscope depth, please. And let's speed up a little bit. Otherwise, we'll take forever to get down there. Alright, let's do this, lads. We'll close in and get into a firing position, see if we can identify her, and yeah, I'll get back to you in a moment. Alright, there she is. She's not a, I don't think she's a tanker. I have no idea what that is. Let's flick through quickly. We might have to use contact again. What am I saying? Yeah, contact torpedoes. I can't tell in this darkness what we're dealing with, particularly since the game won't let you turn this on a 75 degree. Oh, that could be it. It could be a composite freighter. Yeah, I think that might be it. It might be a medium composite freighter. So one of the older ships. Let's have a look at the... In the darkness, it's very difficult to tell. What we do know is that it is Japanese and that it's going to go to the bottom. Because I can't make out the stack. I can't even see the funnel there. And all I can see is the rigging shape, so that's right for the rigging. Could be that. Could be anything. Could be that even. No. There's a bit of a dip there. I don't know, but we're running out of time. Where was it? Composite freighter. I don't know. We're just going to flick through these quickly. Clickety. You can probably hear my mouse going crazy there. There's no faster way to do this, I'm afraid. Yeah, it's time to get there, to get a solution, I think. I don't know what it is. I have no idea. No idea, it's just too dark to tell, so we're going to use a couple of contacts here. Just trying to find what I had before. I'm going to guess it's that. Alright, so let's get rid of that. Whoops, what am I doing? Range. Mark. Okay. Angle on the bow. Angle on the bow is going to be 70 in a moment, so we'll leave it there. 70. We'll say that. 69. We'll ask them what they think. No, they're completely off. Speed. This wheel is a bit of a bitch. Speed. We'll enter 8. That's good. Let's take one more range estimate there. Oh, that's what I forgot to do that a second time, so that's why they didn't give us the speed. We can turn this on. Oh, it was on. Damn it. Okay, we'll turn that off. I forgot I'd turned that on earlier. Okay. Range. Angle on bow will be about 70 now. 72. We'll check that in a minute. Estimate, they think 11. Okay. 8. Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. I've got the angle on bow wrong now. Angle on bow is 81, 82. Turn that off for a minute. Range mark. Having a little bit of trouble getting the solution this time. Angle on the bow, is it going to be 84, 80? We'll just say that. Speed. Now they've got it right. Okay, we've got a solution. Turn that on, keep that. Let's set up these torpedoes jolly quick. We're going to use 2 contacts because we don't have any choice. We'll set them for 10. Contact. 10. How's the... Yep, good. Okay, that's good. Open tubes 1. Tubes 2. Alright, prepare to fire. Fire 2. Get this out of the way. Give that a moment to get off. We'll set this off to the left by 2 degrees. Fire 1. We'll see if we get some fireworks. It's quite close now, actually. I think she must be about 1,000 meters out. Oh, that was spot on. This is going to be a hit, all right. I'm going to just fire the 2 because I think that will be enough. And if this is the medium composite freighter, it's going to be a fairly small ship anyway. This episode's getting really long. I'm sorry about that, people. I'll try and do some clever editing so that it doesn't take too long. But let's see. We should be getting... And now we've got this as well. Okay. I'm not sure what I was doing wrong last attack. Or the attack before, sorry, last episode. This feels a lot more professionally done, I have to say. So if we don't get a impact here, I'll be a little bit surprised, to be honest. Should be about now. Yes, spot on. Torpedo impact. Beautiful work. Now we should get second impact in a moment. We don't need you anymore. I did set that off to another angle, so there you go, right ahead. That is absolutely textbook. Nice work. So in spite of the darkness, we managed to, I think, probably correctly identify that, actually. Let's have a look. We've got a little, yeah, we've got some more reports there, but where am I looking? Here we go. Yes, I got it right. So that's why we had no trouble there. Medium composite freighter. Perfect. We could have used, probably could have got away with using a single influence torpedo. But that'll go down in its own good time, and we can now drop our scope and think about getting out of here. She's just making her plunge now, but she hit the bottom. I heard her grinding along the seabed there, but she will slowly dip below the waves. You can see she's flooding now, and that forward section is going to go down. Got fire on the water. I don't see any lifeboats, so I don't think anyone got away from this one. But very shallow water here, so I suppose they weren't expecting to be attacked. Hopefully, the Japanese authorities, particularly if there are no survivors, will be a bit confused by that, and they'll be not sure. Maybe they'll think that was a mine. You know, maybe the Americans were being cheeky and sent a nice minesweeper down here to drop some mines. But one way or another, that is going down. You can see the bow just disappearing there in the darkness. And we have one less Japanese ship to worry about. Well done, gentlemen. Very well done indeed. And there goes their flag. Well, we got that all right. That was a very well executed attack, if I may say so myself. It's March 8th, and we are still obviously here for a few more days. I think we've got 8 more days, 7, 8 days left patrolling around this area. So, but I'm going to call the episode to a halt here because obviously we've had a little bit of action this episode. I think that's enough for one day, and this episode is getting quite long. So next episode we will continue patrolling this area and hopefully crash into something even more exciting next time around. Thank you very much for viewing. This has been Kairos, and I will see you all in the next episode.